Where does UKIP stand on the NHS? Is it correctly funded? Does it need more funding? Does it need less funding? Do you agree with the cuts?
The one thing it doesn't need is more funding. I mean, after all, it doubled in the years that Labour was in power.
£93 billion a year.
Yeah, it was one of the. It was about 40 when Blair took over. So one of the promises that Blair kept was to increase spending. Longer term, Nick, I think we're going to have to redefine the NHS. You know, when it came in 1948, the country was less than 50 million people. Life expectancy was 70. Things have changed. There are going to have to be some redefinitions, but the first thing we must do is get better value for money.
Will there be any hospital closures during a Labour government, should it come to power after this one?
Of course I can't promise there won't be hospital closures, of course not. And then some services get changed. And that happened under the last Labour government. If there's a medical need for them, then that will happen. That's clear.
But can you really pledge, as you did yesterday, to tear up what will then be an NHS Act of complete reform in the NHS? That will be a vastly costly business.
Well, that's not going to happen. What is going to happen is that we are going to repeal the bill. Why? Because it puts the wrong principles at the heart of the NHS. Because it says to hospitals, you should be competing against other hospitals as a central defining principle of the way this health service works.
And we're going to change that down the line.
No, but I don't believe you can't.
No, you can change
that. You can definitely change that.
Poor old NHS, yet another period of uncertainty.
No, it's not uncertainty, it's clarity.
And I just think, how dare you? It was the Labour Party who gave us the scandal at mid-staffs. Elderly people begging for water and dying of neglect. And for me, this is personal. I'm someone who has relied on the NHS and whose family knows more than most just how important it is. Who knows what it's like when you go to hospital night after night with a sick child in your arms, knowing that when you get there were people who will love that child and care for that child just as like it was their own. And how dare they suggest I would ever put that at risk for other people's children? How dare they frighten those who rely on a national health service?